Hi everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the winners and losers, what went down at night one of the Democratic National Convention here. So we had a lot of Democratic Party speakers here. We obviously had Bernie Sanders carrying that progressive mantle with the Democrats. Michelle Obama was the main headliner of the night. You had a wide variety of politicians: Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, Alabama Senator Doug Jones, uh, South Carolina Representative Jim Clyburn, Ohio Governor John Kasich, obviously a Republican, uh, going to speak at the Democratic National Convention. I've got some opinion pieces up here. This one here from Politico. Here, DNC goes full infomercial. Superlatives from night one of the convention. Um, so a lot of a lot of articles have been considering Michelle Obama as the big winner of the night, right? 4 years ago, Michelle Obama delivered one of the more memorable speeches, "When they go low, we go high." Um, I don't know. I thought that Michelle Obama's speech, when I first watched it, the very first time that I was watching it, on when I did actually watch it, I just felt my mind sort of, wandering to other topics. I wasn't necessarily engaged with what she was saying, and I think that Michelle Obama sort of, you know, having this amazing performance is being a bit overplayed by the media. Media do love some Michelle Obama, but I think overall Michelle Obama's speech, I mean, it was a good speech, and it was obviously a pre-recorded speech, but I don't know. I think that maybe it's just for me because I'm very policy focused, but for me, her speech didn't necessarily engage me in a way that Bernie's speech did, even in a way that some of these other speeches did. Um, so yeah, Michelle Obama, it was a good speech, but it just didn't necessarily appeal to me. But I can see why it appeals to some people. The other big headliner of the night was Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Uh, this one I think was one of the better speeches. It was quite policy focused here. This is Chris Cillizza's hits and misses. So Michelle Obama, he says, was a winner there. Bernie Sanders, obviously, also coming in there. The Vermont senator did what the Biden team needed him to do. He acknowledged the differences between the two men, especially on healthcare, but pivoted to note how much they agree on and how the threat from Trump was so fundamental that differences among Democrats were not worth dwelling on. Will there still be some Sanders supporters who would rather stay home than vote for the brand of Democratic politics Biden represents? Sure, but Sanders didn't make anything any worse with that speech. Oh, and yeah, he was behind a background of chopped wood. There you go. Um, so yeah, Bernie's speech I thought was good. Here's 6 takeaways as well. So talking about Michelle Obama's, um, Sanders goes all in for Biden. So Bernie Sanders has run for president twice, but a lot of the Democrats didn't think he went all in for Clinton, and so they're glad that he's now all in for Biden. In a way that maybe some thought he wasn't as enthusiastic about Hillary Clinton. So I would say Michelle Obama overall, it was a win for Obama. Bernie Sanders also a very policy focused speech, one of the most policy focused in terms of the whole, in terms of comparing to some of these other folks that shared the stage. Um, One person who I gotta be honest, like when I look back, it was quite a funny speech. Was obviously Amy Klobuchar, but I gotta be honest, when I was getting all the images here for this video, I forgot to include Klobuchar. So I don't know if that says anything about her speech. in my opinion, it was a pretty funny speech. There was some really cringy moments though. Um, if you go down here, corniest joke, Klobuchar. So Klobuchar was the overwhelming favorite to win this category, and she delivered. You know, the president may hate the post office, Klobuchar said from outside the Minnesota State Capitol building in St. Paul, but he's still going to have to send them a change of address card come January. I don't know when I first watched that, it just made me cringe. So it wasn't all that amazing. She had some other things. She reused some lines from the debates. The some of the how Trump was blaming everyone. I remember she used that in the New Hampshire debate, but but it just made me cringe. So I don't know if Klobuchar was all that good, but I did forget to put her, so maybe that says something. John Kasich, this is someone that everyone had been looking for, and I gotta say, I really do agree here with um, with Chris Cillizza, right? In your face symbolism. Former Ohio Governor John Kasich's speech began by noting that America was at a crossroads while he was standing at a crossroads. So I I wasn't a massive fan of Kasich's speech. I mean, I know the Democrats are really keen to bring, everyone in. This is the night of unity, right? But I don't know. I think it was a missed opportunity with John Kasich. A few other people here. Gretchen Whitmer. Gretchen Whitmer delivered a good speech, right? I mean, it, it was a very traditional speech, but I think it was a pretty good speech. She, talked about coronavirus in her state. Um, she bashed President Trump. So, but uh, you could say there was something missing from her speech. I thought it was a good speech, but it doesn't appeal to everyone. The more policy focused speech, but I thought that it was a pretty good speech, and so I got to disagree with here with CNN. They have Gretchen Whitmer as a miss there, but a few of these other losers here, roundtables, yeah, these were not good. They should not bring these back for tomorrow night's. Like a bad panel segment on cable TV where everyone says one thing and then they go to a commercial break. So it it didn't really stick with me. You have a few other people here. Doug Jones, they want to have him because he's in a very tight battle for his re-election. So I guess they wanted to include him. He's a big Biden surrogate and supporter. And then obviously you've got to have James Jim Clyville. Can't say his name properly, but he obviously bought Biden. They say bought him back from the dead to get him to win South Carolina, dragged him over the finish line. So you've got to have Clyburn there as well. But that's it for today's video, guys. So if I had to say, Bernie's was out of these people, Bernie's in my opinion was probably the best speech. Then Michelle Obama's, Gretchen Whitmer, and Amy Klobuchar. And then the three speeches here that maybe weren't as good in my view were Clyburn. I mean, I can't really remember what he said. Doug Jones, same thing. Can't really. I can't really remember what he said. And then John Kasich, I thought was a missed opportunity for the Democrats. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good night.